Welcome to this video review of our second concert of the 93rd Brighton Philharmonic Orchestra's 2017-18 concert season. I am Ian Brignall, the concert manager for the orchestra. As it is Remembrance Day, we have 4 pieces written by some fabulous British composers of the 20th century, linked together in many different ways. Barry Wordsworth opens the concert with Bach's Toccata and Fugue in D minor in a transcription by Leopold Stokowski. Stokowski was born in London, entering the Royal College of Music at age 13 and studied alongside Ralph Vaughan Williams. At age 20 he was appointed organist at St James's, Piccadilly, and 3 years later became organist at St Bartholomew's in New York. It was Stokowski's love of the great organ works of Bach that he missed most when he became the conductor of the Philadelphia Orchestra, and he wrote these transcriptions in the 1920s to show how close the orchestra could sound like the organ. The Toccata and Fugue in D minor is possibly the most famous of his transcriptions, especially after it was chosen as the opening item of the Walt Disney film Fantasia in November 1940. Benjamin Britten also studied at the Royal College of Music and was already a very established composer when in 1939, with war looming on the horizon, he went with Peter Pears to America. When Britten arrived in America, he wrote this amazing violin concerto, and the conductor, Sir John Barbarolli, persuaded the New York Philharmonic Orchestra to give the premiere of the concerto in 1940. In America, it was a huge hit, one American commentator saying it is a brilliant violin concerto, bursting with tart wit and novel effects. Technically, it is a very demanding concerto, and for this concert we have the perfect soloist, Matthew Trusler. George Butterworth studied at Eton, Oxford, and also at the Royal College of Music, where he became great friends with Ralph Vaughan Williams. The pair became avid collectors of folk tunes and made many trips to the Sussex countryside to collect hundreds of folk tunes, sometimes on a phonograph. Written in 1913, A Shropshire Lad is based on poems by A.E. Housman and has many folk tune influences. It is one of the most evocative pieces of its kind ever written. It is quintessentially English and harks back to an age quickly forgotten by the horrors of the First World War, in which Butterworth died in 1916. Ralph Vaughan Williams also studied at the Royal College of Music with Hubert Parry, and alongside Butterworth became great friends with the conductor Sir Adrian Boult, who championed the works of both composers and latterly became Barry Wordsworth's conducting tutor at the Royal College of Music. Vaughan Williams also served in the First World War, firstly in the Medical Corps and latterly in the trenches in France. His 4th Symphony was performed in 1935, conducted by Sir Adrian Boult, with the BBC Symphony Orchestra. It was received well by audience and critics alike, but the symphony has been the subject of much speculation, as it is a stark departure from the world of folk tunes that featured in many of Vaughan Williams's earlier compositions. It is a symphony of great passion, orchestral excitement and huge strength. Many observers have asked, does it depict war or deep personal conflict? Vaughan Williams was infuriated by the continual questions of its meaning, and his own comment on it was, I don't know if I like it, but it is what I meant. I look forward to seeing you all at this Remembrance Day concert of fabulous 20th century pieces conducted by our conductor laureate, Barry Wordsworth, and with the violinist, Matthew Trusler.